Hello, my dear friends. ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Yeah, myself, Kodam Naveen Kumar. Now, I all welcome you to the incredible platform Physics Wala. In our Abhiyan Kannada batch ಅಲ್ಲಿ last class we have finished General Organic Chemistry. ನಾನು ಈ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾವ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ thermodynamics. Now, before starting the thermodynamics, in this thermodynamics, what we are going to study? What is the basic definition of the thermodynamics? That all I am going to give the brief introduction first. Now, let's start our chapter. Now, what is the basic definition of the thermodynamics? Now, the study of flow of heat or any type of energy. Term energy bandre only two types of energy. ಯಾವುದು? ಒಂದು heat or work into and out of a system during physical and chemical transformation is called thermodynamics. ಈ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಈ thermodynamics ಅಲ್ಲಿ first we are going to deal with the gas called ideal gas. First deal with ideal gas. Ideal gas ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ideal gas equation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? PV is equal to nRT. ಇಲ್ಲಿ P ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? P is equal to pressure. ಮತ್ತೆ V ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಮತ್ತೆ N ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ಈ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೀಲ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ್ದು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅದು? ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ until unless they mention the gas is real gas. Okay, next we are going to deal ಈಗ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಅದು ಆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಆಗಲ್ಲ that we are going to study. If it is happen, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪಾಂಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, that all we are going to study in our thermodynamics. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಒನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, how much spontaneous that reaction it will proceed, that we are going to study in this entire thermodynamics. Next we are going to see the terms used in our thermodynamics. ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ we are going to see. ಯಾವುದು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್, next boundary. ಈ words, the terms that we are going to see in our thermodynamics, ಈ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಿ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್ which is under our observation is called as system. The best example ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ best before starting into our system, just general example I will give. Just this bottle, if you see, ಈ ಬಾಟಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? ವಾಟರ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್, ಈ ವಾಟರ್ ನನಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ವಾಟರ್ ಏನಂತಾರೆ? ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ದಿ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಅವರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಇದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್. ಈ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್. ವಾಟರ್ನು ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಏನ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ? ಇದು ವಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಈ ವಾಲ್ ನ ಏನಂತಾರೆ? ಬೌಂಡರಿ. ನೋ ಬೌಂಡರಿ. ನೌ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ thermodynamics point of view. Now in our thermodynamics point of view, now here one vessel ತಗೊಂಡೆ. ಈ ವೆಸಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೆಪ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ರೈಟ್? ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಏನು? ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಏನಂತಾರೆ? ದಿಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ದಿಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್. ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಏನ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ? ಈ ಬೌಂಡರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನೇನಂತಾರೆ? ಬೌಂಡರಿ. ಇದು ಬೌಂಡರಿ. The gas, it is undergoing the chemical reaction. The gas, what we call this gas is our system. Now the portion of the universe which is under our observation, adunenantare? Adu system. Okay, next surrounding andre enu? Next, in this chemical reaction, in this gas, the chemical reaction, other than this, this is our system. Other than this, all are the surrounding. Now, is a system plus surrounding is equal to universe. Next, boundary andre real or imaginary surface which separate the system and surrounding. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಈ ಬಾಟಿಲ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಬಾಟಿಲ್ಗೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಇದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್, ರೈಟ್? ನಾವು ಇದು ವಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನ ಏನಂತಾರೆ? ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ. ಈ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಯಾವುದು? ರಿಯಲ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ. ದಿ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ. ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ? ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ. Okay, now this is our real boundary. Here also one type of the boundary it is acting. A boundary yadu? Adu imaginary boundary. Okay, next. Iga depending on the boundaries, we are having the diathermic wall as well as the adiabatic wall. Diathermic wall andre enu? Adiabatic wall andre enu? Which allows the exchange of heat. ಈಗ ಈ ಡಯಾಥರ್ಮಿಕ್ ವಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೊಂದು ವೆಸಿಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ವೆಸಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಗೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಈ ಬಿಸಿಗೆ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆ ಹೀಟ್ ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ದಿಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ದ ಐಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಐಸ್. Okay, better we'll take the another color. Now let assume this is the ice. Now whatever the heat this gas has absorbed, what it will do? It will release the heat. When it is releasing the heat, what happens? Ice will melt, right? Here when you are giving the heat, gas is absorbing the heat. After that, if you keep the ice here, gas is releasing the heat. Means here which is allowing to absorb the heat and to release the heat? This wall, right? Yavad wall idu? This wall is diathermic wall. Now in our entire thermodynamics. Now you have to remember this point. This point is very very important. Now to be work to be done. Now I said you right, energy, the term energy andre, if you see the term energy bandre only two types of energy, yavado heat or work, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ in this container is a rigid container. ಈ rigid container ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. But any work to be done, there should be a movable piston. Okay, work to be done, there should be a movable piston irbeku. Okay, now if the container is closed or rigid container, if the container is rigid, then there is no work done. If there is a movable piston, then itself we can do the work. Is it clear? Next. Here, that's the reason diathermic wall means which allows the exchange of the heat only, but not the work. Next, adiabatic wall. Adiabatic wall andre enu? Adiabatic wall andre same. ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. Now this gas was thermally insulated. This container was thermally insulated. Now this thermally insulated, now ನೀವು ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it will not allow the exchange of heat. ನೀವು ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆನೂ it will not allow, this wall will not allow the exchange of heat. It will not allow the what? It will not allow the exchange of heat to or gas to absorb that heat. That type of wall we call it as a adiabatic wall. Is it clear? Okay. Next, homogeneous system. Homogeneous system andre ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಫೇಸ್. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಫೇಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್? ಇಫ್ ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ದ PCl5 gas after converting into the products, now its phase also should be in the gaseous. ಒಂದೇ ಫೇಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. that type of system ಏನಂತಾರೆ? ಹೋಮೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ನೋಡಿ H2 ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ I2 ಗ್ಯಾಸ್, ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದೇ ಫೇಸ್ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಏನಂತಾರೆ? ಹೋಮೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೇಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಹೆಟ್ರೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹೆಟ್ರೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಹೆಟ್ರೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಟೂ ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್ ಫೇಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸಾಲಿಡ್. ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್, ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ನೌ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಸಾಲಿಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ gaseous. CO2 is in the gaseous. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ವಿತ್ two or more phases, that type of the system we call it as a heterogeneous system, right? Now the reactant is in the solid phase. When it is converted into the product, it is in the solid phase, as well as another product, it is in the gaseous phase. This type of the system we call it as a heterogeneous system. Okay. Next, now types of the system. Now depending upon the nature of boundary, systems are of the three types. Now ಯಾವುದು systems are of the three types? ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ, first is open system. Second, closed system. Next, third, isolated system. ನಾವು ಓಪನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಐಸೋಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್. ನಾವು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲಾಸ್ಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ ಫ್ಲಾಸ್ಕ್ ಇಂದ ವಾಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಈ ವಾಟರ್ಗೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬಿಸಿಯಿಂದ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ heat ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬರ್ನರ್ ಏನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಹೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನೌ ವೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ಹೀಟ್. ಈ ವಾಟರ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ವೇಪರ್ಸ್. This water vapors will be exchanged to the surrounding. Now ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೋಡಿ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನೀವು ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಸಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು what? It will be converted into vapors and it will be exchanged to the surrounding. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, first if you take the, let us assume if you have taken a 10 ml of water, after giving the heat, water level will be decreases, right? Means let us assume it has been decreases to the 5 ml. Means matter has been exchanged to the surrounding. Here from here to here heat is exchanging as well as the water level is decreasing, that matter is exchanging to the surrounding. Means in this open system both the matter and energy is exchanging between the system and surrounding. That type of system we call it as a open system. Next closed system ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಸೇಮ್ ಈಗ ವೆಸಿಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಈ ವೆಸಿಲ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಲಿಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ವಾಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ ವಾಟರ್ನು ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಬಿಸಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ವಾಟರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟರ್ ಬಿಸಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ವೇಪರ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ now the flask, what we did, we have closed with the lid. When we closed with this lid, there is no exchange of the matter to the surrounding. Only what it is exchanging, only the heat is exchanging between the system and surrounding, but not the matter. Let us assume if you have taken the 10 ml of the water, new busy madidire, what happened, it will be converted into vapors. But that vapor there is no chance to exchange to the surrounding. That's the reason only the energy is exchanging between the system and surrounding, but not the matter. Okay, next isolated system. ಈಗ isolated system ಅಲ್ಲಿ nor the matter nor the energy is exchanging between the system and surrounding. The best example, thermos flask ಅಲ್ಲಿ, now if you take the hot water, the water will be hot only. If you take the cold water, the water will be cold only. Why? Its boundaries are thermally insulated, but there is no 100% isolated system in our universe. Okay, now isolated system ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫ್ಲಾಸ್ಕ್, now this flask is thermally insulated. if you give the heat, water ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Now if you give the heat, it will not allow the exchange of the heat. It will not allow the exchange of the heat. Now there is no exchange of the matter between the system and the surrounding. System and the surrounding. Okay. Now up to now what we have seen? Up to now what we have seen? We have seen the open system. Open system ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ what? Open system ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಹೀಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವರ್ಕ್. ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಐಸೋಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ exchange matter and the energy is not exchanged between the system and surrounding. Thermally insulated. It is thermally insulated. Thermally insulated andre which it will not allow the exchange of the heat as well as the matter. Okay. Next state of the system. State of a system andre ಏನು? State of a system andre now we are going to deal in our entire thermodynamics ಅಲ್ಲಿ we are going to deal with the ಯಾವ್ದು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್? ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. Now if in this container, if this gas, this is the ideal gas, right? Now ideal gas equation andre ಏನು? PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT. If you know this pressure of the gas, now if you know volume of the gas and if you know temperature of this system, now then we can find out the number of moles. Means out of the four parameters, if we know the three parameters, we can identify the which one? Fourth one. Or else out of these four variables, if we know the three variables, it is enough. Other fourth one we can be determined. Now in the same way, state of the system andre enandre, if all the thermodynamic properties are the fixed, then the system is said to be in a state. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇಂದ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಯಾವ್ದು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅದು? ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಗೆ ನೌ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್, ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೊಂದು ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಈ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್, ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಇದೇ ಆರ್ಬಿಟರಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್. These are not the experimental or any other values. These are arbitrary values to make you to understand. Now ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾನು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ 1 atm ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Now ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ 10 ಲೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ 25 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ 5. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ now by changing the at least one thermodynamic property, ಈ 4 ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, in these 4 parameters, if we change one thermodynamic property, now state of the system will be changed. Now in the same way, now for this gas, now for this gas I kept the ice here. Now by keeping the ice ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Now this gas will become cool, right? This gas will become cool. Now temperature of this gas will be decreased. Now when this temperature of the gas is decreased, now the state of the system is changed. Change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, now by changing the at least one thermodynamic property, state of the system is changed. Now initially when I was not kept the ice, now these thermodynamic properties are fixed, right? Now that system we call it as the initial state. Now see, the first and the last state of the system are called as the initial state and the final state. Now when we have fixed all the thermodynamic property, now that state we call it as the initial state. Now after keeping the ice now ice ಆಗಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the gas temperature ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, after that its state of the system has been changed, right? If the state of the system has been changed, now that we call it as a final state. This is the initial state and this is the final state. Is it clear? Now next, thermodynamic property. Now thermodynamic property, now the physical quantities whose values define a system completely is known as the thermodynamic properties. Now here we are having ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೂ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ, ಒಂದು ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ. ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ. ನೌ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೌ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ ಸಿ. ನೌ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. ನೌ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಗೆ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದು? ಪ್ರೆಷರ್, ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ರೇರಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾವು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ 1 atm, let's take. Volume, pressure 1 atm, volume let's take 10 liter. Number of moles 1 mole let's take. Temperature 300 Kelvin let's take. Now this container ನಾನು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. Just I am making partition. After doing the partition, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 1 atm ಅಲ್ಲ. ನೋ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೇಮ್, ರೈಟ್? ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೇಮ್. Next, this gas temperature is 300 Kelvin. Now this gas temperature will also be same, right? This gas temperature is also 300 Kelvin. Now after making the partition, ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ 1 atm, ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ temperature 300 Kelvin. But when it comes to this container, after making the partition, this gas pressure is also same and the temperature is also same. But after doing partition, volume of the gas will be changed. Volume of the gas will be by 2, it will be happen, and the number of moles of the gas will be by 2, it will be happen. Now you see, the properties which are additive and divisible, ಆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ ಸೇಮ್, ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. Mass dependent and the size of the system properties are called as the extensive property. Now you see, in the extensive properties and the intensive properties, sir, how to identify the extensive property and how to identify the intensive property. Now I will say, unless the mass is not specified, now that ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. If mass is specified, ಆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ intensive ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, now you see, what are the examples that will comes under the extensive property? Now first, extensive properties are the additive and the divisible in nature. Now here the first is mass ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ one sugar, if you take sugar ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, 1 kg ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 2 kg ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 1 kg ಮಾಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 2 kg ಮಾಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 1 kg ಶುಗರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 2 kg ಶುಗರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನೌ size of the system will be, mass will be different. Next, length 1 meter, 1 kilometer. Now that also different. Size of the system is different. Now volume 1 liter, 2 liter. Next, number of mole 10 gram, 1 kg, 2 kg. Mass is different. Next, this is very very important. Heat capacity extensive property ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. molar heat capacity intensive ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. heat capacity extensive property ಗೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ molar heat capacity intensive ಗೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. I will say now. Next, internal energy, enthalpy, entropy, Gibbs free energy, force, observance, specific resistance. Idi ellano the free energy changes what we are going to see in our thermodynamics, that all it will be comes under the extensive property. Okay, next, now these are the examples for the extensive properties. Mass if it is not specified, that properties will be comes under the extensive property. If the mass is specified, that will properties will comes under the intensive property. And these are the examples: mass, length, area, volume, number of moles, heat capacity, internal energy, enthalpy, entropy, Gibbs free energy. Okay, next, intensive property. Now just now I said right, intensive property. Now ಇಲ್ಲಿ intensive property ಅಲ್ಲಿ ratio of two extensive property will give the intensive property. Best example, now ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, density formula ಏನು? Density is equal to mass by volume, right? Mass is extensive property, volume is also extensive property. Next, concentration ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? molarity formula ಏನು? number of moles by volume in liter. number of moles ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? extensive ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. volume ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? extensive ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ratio of two extensive property, ratio of two extensive property properties will give intensive property. Ratio of two extensive properties will give the intensive property. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, the density, mass extensive, volume extensive. Ratio of two extensive property is giving the density ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? intensive ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Next, molar value. Now pressure, specific heat capacity. This will also, specific heat capacity also will comes under the which one? intensive property. ಇದು ಹೆಂಗು ಬರುತ್ತೆ intensive ಗೆ? ನಾನು I will explain very clearly. Now we are going to study in that heat capacity, molar heat capacity and the specific heat capacity. There I will explain more clearly. Next, molar heat capacity. Now temperature. Now next, vapor pressure, boiling point, melting point, rate constant. This all will comes under the intensive property. Now vapor pressure, boiling point, melting point. Boiling point, melting point intensive ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ವಾಟರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಾವು 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, 1 ml ವಾಟರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ವಾಟರ್ಗೆ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಎಷ್ಟು? 100. ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಇಸ್ 100. Now in the same way, now melting point also fixed. If you take the 100 grams, if you take the 1 gram, melting point will be same. Clear? Now that all fixed. If value is fixed and specified, that all will comes under the intensive property. Now these are the examples for the intensive property. Molar volume, pressure, specific heat capacity, molar heat capacity, temperature, vapor pressure, boiling point, melting point, rate constant, universal gas constant, viscosity, surface tension and the refractive index. These are the examples for the which one? Intensive property. Now next, state function. Now state function ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ measured, the properties which we can measure, that all properties will comes under the state function. Now best example ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, now just ಒಂದು ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೆ, ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇಂದ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇಂದ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಗೆ can we calculate pressure of this gas? Yes, we can calculate the, or we can know this pressure of this gas. Now we know the pressure of this gas, right? Now any state of the system, if its value is known, that all the properties will comes under the state function. Now this is our state of the system, we can know its pressure. Now pressure ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, state function. Now this is the example of the state function. Now from here to here we can know the volume of this, we can know the volume of this container, we can know this volume of this container. Now this state of the system, we can know the volume of this gas, volume also will comes under the state function. Now if you keep the thermometer in this, you can identify the temperature of this gas, you can identify the temperature of this gas. Now temperature ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, temperature ನು state function को ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Next, internal energy, enthalpy, entropy, Gibbs free energy will comes under the state function. How it will comes under the state function? Now when I am explaining this energy terms, there I will explain more clearly. Now ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, state function, what is the meaning of the state function means, here the property depends upon the initial and the final state of the system and independent of the path followed, let's see here. If you take P versus V graph, now initially we have started with this one value, we have started with the V1 value. Now first I have taken, ನಾನು ಈ ಪಾತ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, next path, this is the second path. Now ಈ path ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ we are reaching to the V2 only. If you take this path also, we are reaching to the V2 only. Clear? Now here if you go in this path also, we are going to the V2 only. If you go in this path also, we are going to the V2 only. Means state function, it will depend upon the initial and the final state only, irrespective of the path followed, which path you have taken, that all the properties will comes under the which function, state function. Okay, next, next path function. Path function andre ಏನು, path function andre ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, the property which depends upon the path followed. These two examples, work ಮತ್ತೆ heat, will comes under the path function. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ, now by this gas, this container ಇಂದ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸು how much heat it has absorbed, how much heat it has evolved, how we can identify, now at this state, can we identify the heat of this one? No, right? When we can identify the heat of this one? If you give the heat, ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ after that what happened, this gas ಆ ಬಿಸಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ what happened, it will change its system. Now or else if you keep the ice here, after giving the heat, if you keep the ice, now this system, what happened, now this gas will releases the heat, right? Now after that this ice will be melt. and its state of the system will be changed. Now, during this path, we can identify the how much heat it has been absorbed or how much heat it has been evolved. Okay, but initially, how much heat it has been absorbed, how much heat it has been evolved, we cannot be identified. Okay, now path function means it is depend upon the path followed only. Initial and the final state, we cannot find out the how much heat it has been absorbed, how much heat it has been evolved. Initially ಒಂದು ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ we don't know. Okay, but now during this path only we can identify how much heat it has been absorbed, how much heat it has been evolved. That's the reason work and the heat will comes under the path function. Okay, now these are the two examples for the path function. Next ಇಲ್ಲಿ now in the starting we have studied, right, diathermic wall and the adiabatic wall. Sir, here you are giving the heat. Now, sir, here the which type of the wall this is? In the question, if they may ask, sir, which type of the wall? Until unless in our entire thermodynamics only, until unless they mention the wall, it is adiabatic. Now, if they mention the wall, whether that is adiabatic or diathermic, they may mention in our questions. If they have not mentioned any wall in the question, that wall is a diathermic wall which allows the exchange of heat, until unless if they have not mentioned the wall in the question, that wall is diathermic wall, you have to remember. If they mention, they will mention whether the wall is adiabatic or diathermic. If they have not mentioned, now that the wall is which wall? Diathermic wall which allows the exchange of heat. Okay, now work to be done. Now the container should be the movable. If the container is rigid, there is no work done. Is it clear? Next, heat capacity. Just before I explain, right, now heat capacity ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ, ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ? heat capacity ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, just for 1 mole, let us assume for 100 moles, let's assume 10 moles require 100 kilojoules of energy. Okay, next, for 5 moles it requires 50 kilojoules of energy. See, if you take the 10 moles of mass, we require 100 kilojoules of energy. Now, if you take the 5 moles of the mass, we are getting the 50 kilojoules of energy. Means it is depend upon the mass. Size of the system dependent properties will comes under the extensive property. Now, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, heat capacity ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? When the heat is transferred to the system, it raises the temperature of the system. The increase in the temperature is directly proportional to the quantity of the heat absorbed by the system. Now, it is depend upon the quantity. Now, size of the system is not fixed. If the size of the system or mass is fixed, that will comes under the intensive. If the size of the system is not fixed, then it will comes under the extensive property. Now, you know, the increase in the temperature is directly proportional to the quantity of the heat. Now, how much heat you have given, that it is directly proportional to the change in its temperature. Now, ಇಲ್ಲಿ delta T ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Delta T is equal to T2 minus T1. ಇಲ್ಲಿ T2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ final temperature, T1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ initial temperature. This is a final temperature. Now, this is a initial temperature. Now, final temperature and this is a initial temperature. Is it clear? Now, if you remove this proportionality constant, now one the new constant we will get, that is the heat constant. Now here the C we call it as a heat constant. It is heat constant. Now C is equal to, now if you bring the delta T to the left hand side, now Q by delta T. Heat capacity formula is equal to, Q by delta T. Q by delta T. Because here the mass is not specified. In the heat capacity, mass is not specified. That's the reason this will comes under the extensive property. Okay. Next, what is the formula for the heat capacity? C is equal to Q by delta T. Next, specific heat capacity. Now you see, specific heat capacity andre no. Now it is defined as the amount of the heat required to raise the temperature to 1 gram. Here the mass is fixed. How much mass is there fixed? 1 gram, right? 1 gram is fixed. If the mass is fixed, now this property will comes under the which one? Intensive property. Now specific heat capacity. Now 1 gram of the substance through the 1 degree. Now specific heat capacity intensive property ki hing barutte andre ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ. Now let assume for the 10 grams we requires 100 kilojoules of energy, let us see. Okay. Now here mass is fixed, right? Yes, to 1 gram. For 1 gram, how much energy, how much heat we required? 100 by 10 kilojoules ala. Now for 10 grams, if it is 100 kilojoules of energy is required. For 1 gram, how much? 10 kilojoules. Next, if you take 50 grams, for 50 grams, 50 kilojoules of energy is required. Now here the mass is fixed, right? 1 gram. For 1 gram, 50 by, sorry, let us assume this is 5. Now for the 5 gram, 50 kilojoules of energy. Now for the 1 gram, how much? 10 kilojoules, right? Now if you take 10 grams, for the 1 gram, 10 kilojoules of energy only required. Now if you take the 5 grams, for the 1 grams, 10 kilojoules of energy only required. Means here if the mass is fixed, now for 1 gram, to heat that 1 gram, heat is also fixed, right? To heat that 1 gram, that heat is also fixed. The fixed properties will comes under the intensive property. That's the reason specific heat will be comes under the intensive property. Is it clear? Now specific heat capacity formula is equal to heat capacity by mass. Heat capacity by the mass. Heat capacity is equal to C by M. Just now we have seen the heat capacity formula. C is equal to Q by delta T. Now in this specific heat capacity, now you substitute specific heat capacity. Let us I am taking the S. S is equal to heat capacity. Q by M into delta T. Can I write like this? Now will you notice specific heat is equal to heat capacity by the mass, right? Heat capacity by the mass. Now heat capacity, can we write like this? C by M. Now C is equal to Q by delta T, right? Now in the place of C I have written the Q by delta T by M. Here I have written like this. Now here again, if you take M into delta T to the left hand side, now heat capacity Q is equal to m s into delta T. M s into delta T. Q is equal to m into s into delta T. Here the s is specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity. Is it clear? Now, next. Next, thermodynamic process. Now, next we are going to see the thermodynamic process. Now, what is the meaning of the thermodynamic process? Now, in operations which can change the state of the system is called thermodynamic process. It's known as thermodynamic process. Now, here we are having the four thermodynamic process. Now, first is isothermal, next is isobaric, next is isochoric, next is which one? Adiabatic. Now, we'll see one by one. Now, first isothermal process andre ಏನು? Isothermal process andre isothermal process ಅಲ್ಲಿ temperature is constant. Isothermal process ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು constant ಇದೆ? Temperature constant ಇದೆ. But heat is not constant. Sir, how sir? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, if you take the ice, temperature 0 degree, pressure 1 atm. No, or else H2O, let's take H2O solid. No, H2O solid. No, if you give the heat, it will convert into H2O liquid. When T is equal to 0 degree and pressure is equal to 1 atm. Now, this process we call it as a latent heat of fusion. Now, when the latent heat of fusion it is happening, now then here whatever the heat we are giving, it is utilizing to change its phase, but not utilizing to increase the temperature. Okay? Now, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, the next best example, ಒಂದು ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇಂದ water ice. This is the ice. For this you have kept the thermometer. Now, here you are giving the constantly you are giving the heat. Now, when you are giving the heat, let us assume, now, here the temperature versus heat, let's take temperature versus heat. Now, here this is a minus 3 degree, let's take. Now, here the minus 0 degree you take. Now, when you are giving the heat up to 0 degree, now H2O solid. Now, this when you are giving the heat unless it is reached to the which degree? 0 degree. There, here up to here the temperature is raised. But when it is reached to the 0 degree, then what happened? Now, here the temperature will not be increased. Now, whatever the heat we are giving, that is utilizing to change its phase. To convert entire solid H2O solid to the liquid. When it is converted into liquid, again its temperature will be raised. Until where? 100 degree. Now, here after reaching to the 100 degree, now all the H2O liquid will be converted into gaseous. Now, all the H2O liquid converting into the gaseous, now again its temperature will be raised. Means whatever the heat we are giving here, that is utilizing to change its phase, but not increasing the temperature. In isothermal process, which is constant, here the T remains constant. Okay? Is it clear? Next. Next is isobaric process. In this isobaric process, pressure is constant. How the pressure is constant means, now here now one movable piston ತಗೊಂಡಿದೆ. In this movable piston, now I keep the gas. Before here, if I keep two bulk masses, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಬಲ್ಕ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗಿವ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್, ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, now ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ this piston, ಈ piston it is in equilibrium. ಈ ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಪಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್, ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್, ಪಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್, ಎರಡು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದು what is this? This piston is in equilibrium. Now you have kept the two bulk masses. Now if you give the heat, what happened? After absorbing the heat, these gas particles, after absorbing the heat, after absorbing the heat, what happened? These gas particles will move the piston upward. Now gas particles will get the high kinetic energy. Due to that kinetic energy, gas particles will move freely. Due to that freely moving of the gas particles will expand this piston to the upward, will expand toward this upward. Now this gas particle is moving upward when due to the constant external pressure only, right? Now here the pressure is same. Now external gas pressure is also same. Now here the internal gas pressure is same, external gas pressure is same. Is it clear? Now this expansion is happening. Busy madudre expansion, it is happening expansion. When expansion is happening against constant constant pressure only, due to the constant pressure only. Now this is expansion is happening. Now this is a isobaric process. Next, isochoric process. Now in this isochoric process, now same. Now here what I am taking, this container is fixed. Now this is a rigid container. Now I am taking the rigid container. ಈ rigid container ಗೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. Now this rigid container, now to be work to be done, just now I say in the starting itself I said, right? Now work to be done, there should be a movable piston. If the container is rigid or closed container, there is no chance to be work done. Now here I have taken the container, which one? Rigid container. Here the container I have taken which one? Movable one. Okay. Now here the rigid container, if you give the pressure, now if the container is fixed, its volume is also fixed, right? The volume is also fixed. Now if you busy madidre, what happened? Now that gas particles a busy absorb madidre, after absorbing that heat, these gas particles will move here and there, right? When these gas particles are moving here and there, its internal pressure is increasing. When its volume is remains constant. When the volume is remains constant. Isobaric process. Now which is constant? Volume is constant. When the volume is constant, if you give the heat, pressure is increasing. pressure is increasing. Now in this case, if you are giving the heat, what happened? Now this piston is moving upward. Why? When these gas particles absorb the heat, now gas particles heat absorb ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ now gas particles ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Due to that gas pressure, the gas is moving the piston upward. But here ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. whatever the gas it is absorb the heat, there is no chance to do the work. There itself here and moving, and it's increasing the pressure inside the container. Okay, now this is a isochoric process. Next, adiabatic process. Now adiabatic process andre eno? The amount of heat exchanged between the system and surrounding is equal to Q. Now in adiabatic process alli ಏನು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ? Q ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. Q ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ adiabatic process ಅಲ್ಲಿ now adiabatic expansion, adiabatic expansion adiabatic expansion ಮತ್ತೆ adiabatic compression. adiabatic expansion ಮತ್ತೆ adiabatic compression. adiabatic expansion ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? adiabatic compression ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? adiabatic expansion ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್, let assume this temperature T1 temperature is 20 degree. Let assume no, here when this gas pressure and this piston is in an equilibrium. Now at this T1 temperature, initially this gas temperature is 20 degree. After the expansion now final temperature it has become 20 degree. Why? Sorry, final temperature it has become 15 degree. Why? Now you'll see here all the gas particles are nearer. That's the reason the temperature of the gas is high. Now expand admele, when the gas is expanding, what happens? Gas particles will move freely. When the gas particles is moving freely, now temperature of the gas will be decreasing. Now the temperature of the gas is decreasing, means in the adiabatic expansion, when the Q is constant, now when the gas is expanding, what it is taking place? Cooling taking place. Now next, adiabatic compression, same, this is expansion, next compression. Now compression alli, now before the temperature of this gas is 20 degree. Now if you compress this gas, compress ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ now temperature of the gas will be increased. Yake? Now before the gas particles are somewhat far away from them, ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ T1 ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ 20 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸಿಂಗ್, ನೀವು ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಲ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸರ್. When the gaseous particles are comes close, now temperature of the gas is increasing. Now means adiabatic expansion ali cooling is taking place. Now adiabatic compression ali heating is taking place. Okay. Now, just now we have seen adiabatic expansion as well as the adiabatic compression. Isothermal process ali T remains constant. Isobaric process ali P remains constant. Isochoric process ali V remains constant. Adiabatic process ali Q remains constant. Okay. Now, we have seen the 4 type of the process. Next, cyclic process. Now cyclic process andre ನೋಡಿ, after the n operation, if obtained final state is exactly equal to the initial state, then the overall process is called as the cyclic process. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, now let I am taking P versus V graph. P versus V graph. Now, P versus V graph. Here, first it has been, let assume this is the A. From A to B, it has reached to the A to B. Now, from the B to C, it has reached. Okay. Now, from the C to A, it has came. Now, first it has started from the A, it went to B. From B to C, ಮತ್ತೆ C to A, ಮತ್ತೆ C to A. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, it has started from the A, ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂತೆ. From here the change in pressure and the change in volume is same, right? Here, now starting it has started at this point only. Again it finally it is reached to this point only. Means change in pressure, change in volume, change in temperature, change in its internal energy, change in its enthalpy, all will become 0. Okay, if the Z is state function in a cyclic process, a state function in this cyclic process, now cyclic process, change in internal energy, change in enthalpy, now change in pressure, change in temperature, change in volume, all will become 0. Why? It has started at the initial state and it has reached where it has started. Finally also it has reached here only. Means if it is, let assume here the pressure is 1, now change its pressure, changing in its pressure. Now it has started at 1 and it has reached to the 1 only. Now change will become 0. What is the meaning of the change? Now delta P, let us assume the delta P means final pressure minus initial pressure. Initial it is 1, final also it is reached to the 1. Now the delta P will become 0. Change in pressure, change in volume, change in volume also. If it is 1, the change in volume also 1. Now change in volume also will become 0. Okay. Now in the cyclic process, all the state functions will become 0. Next. Reversible process and irreversible process we are having. Now what is the meaning of the reversible process and what is the meaning of the irreversible process? Reversible process andre ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, reversible process, driving force is very slow than the opposing force. ಇಲ್ಲಿ reversible process ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ movable piston, it is equilibrium with the P internal gas as well as the P external gas. ಈ ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಿದೆ? ಪಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಪಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್, ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಈ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನೌ when I am dropping a 1 sand particle, now what I am doing, now I am doing the compression of this gas, compression of the, now ನಾನು compression ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. To compress this one, now first I was dropped the 1 sand particle. Now if I dropped the 1 sand particle, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Now this piston will move very slightly, right? It will compress very slightly because I was dropped the very small sand particle. When I dropped very one small sand particle, what happened? Now this piston will compress very small. Means after when I am dropping each and one sand particle, after that, now here I am showing the all the sand particles of it. Now after dropping the all the sand particles, now the piston will be moved here. Now ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, means here driving force is very slow than the opposing force. Driving force P gas opposing forces. Driving force ಯಾವುದು? Driving force sand particle. Now it is a infinity step process. Infinity steps process andre, now these gases, now whatever the gas is compressed, to make it expand ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಟು ರಿಮೂವ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೋತೆ? ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೋತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಇದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್. ನೋ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಲೋ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್. ವೈ? ನಾವು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಲ್ಲ, ಬೈ ಡ್ರಾಪಿಂಗ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ನೌ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸಿಂಗ್. ನಾವು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ದಿಸ್ ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್. That's the reason it is slow process to remove one sand particle. How much time it takes? It will take the infinity time, and it is also a slow process. Next, slightly increasing the opposite force can reverse the process. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, now ಈಗ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್, if opposing force P gas is the opposing force, so P external is a which force? Now opposing force. If you increase this P internal gas pressure, now this piston will move upward, right? Now that's the reason, by slightly increasing the force, opposing force, now process can be reversed. ಈ opposing force P gas pressure increase ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ process reverse ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, next, it is hypothetical process. This is the hypothetical process. Now this is a reversible process. Next, irreversible process. Irreversible process ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೇಮ್ ಕಂಟೈನರ್, ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ಗೆ now here what I am doing, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ bulk mass. If you drop the bulk mass, now if you drop the bulk mass, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Suddenly it will be compressed, right? The gas will be compressed. No, gas will be compressed. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ P gas ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ P external gas. Before I am dropping this mass, now P gas P external gas ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. after I'm dropping the bulk mass, now due to that bulk mass, now here piston has been moved here. Now this is P external. Now after I'm dropping the bulk mass, now this P gas and the P external gas has been equilibrium. It is in the equilibrium here. Now ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ here now large difference is there between the driving force and the opposing force. Now this bulk mass is the driving force. Now suddenly you have dropped the bulk mass. Now this piston has been compressed. Means suddenly it has been compressed, right? Means there is a large difference between the driving force as well as the opposing force. Next, it is a single step process. When you dropped the mass, suddenly it has been compressed. Next, it is a fast step process. Suddenly it has been happened, right? Next, slightly increasing the opposing force cannot reverse the process. Now here the bulk mass it is there. If you increase the opposing force also, we cannot make the process reverse. All the naturally occurring processes are the irreversible process. Means now water is coming up from the uphill to downhill. Now that is naturally occurring process. We cannot make the reverse to flow the water from the downhill to the uphill, right? Now next, this is the which one? Now here it is a very important. Now if any irreversible or in the question in our thermodynamics, if the question they have given, if process is happening against constant external pressure, now that question will comes under the irreversible process. Yakandre illi nodi, see iga illi first the gas is P gas, P external gas, P external gas ಎರಡು equilibrium ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. After I am dropping the mass, now suddenly this piston has been compressed and stopped over here. Okay, now when this piston has been stopped over here, now whatever the gas it is compressing, it is compressing against the constant external pressure only, right? Means unless P external gas and the P external gas as well as the P internal gas, both the gas should be same. When the pressure of both the external as well as the internal gas is same, then the piston will be moved. Then the piston will not be moved, piston will be in the equilibrium. Means when I am dropped the bulk mass, piston is compressing. When the piston is compressing means P external gas is constant only, right? Due to the constant of this P external gas only, the piston is compressing. Until the internal gas pressure and the external gas pressure is same. If external gas pressure, internal gas pressure is same, if it is same, now this piston will be in the equilibrium. Means when I drop the bulk mass, piston isn't compressing. Means it is compressing means there is difference in between the internal pressure as well as the external pressure. Now here it has came and stopped means P external pressure and the P internal pressure both are same. Means in the questions if they have given the P external pressure is constant, if the external pressure is constant, now that process is the irreversible process. Irreversible process is happening against the external pressure, constant external pressure. Okay, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, no, reversible process, each and every step, now P gas ಮತ್ತೆ P internal gas, ಮತ್ತೆ P external gas, sorry, P gas, P external gas both are same. ಯಾಕೆ first ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ if you drop the small sand particle, now ಚೂರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, means P gas ಮತ್ತೆ P external gas, both are in the equilibrium. When you drop the another sand particle, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ only very small it will be compressed, right? Very small it will be compressed, right? Means each and every step P gas and the P external gas are at the equilibrium. Now for the irreversible process is happening against the constant external pressure. Now this is the difference between the reversible process as well as the irreversible process. Okay, next internal energy. Now what is the meaning of the internal energy? Internal energy andre enandre everybody it is having the energy, some internal energy. Now every substance possesses some energy, internal is called as the internal energy. Now internal energy, how the internal energy we can be calculated? Now sum of potential energy and the kinetic energy is known as the internal energy. Now potential energy, from where the potential energy is getting? From where the kinetic energy it is getting. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದು ರೂಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ sorry, very briefly I will explain here. If I am taking this container, ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಇಂದ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. No, every substance possesses the some energy internally there is having some energy. Now due that we call it as the internal energy. Now sum of potential energy and the kinetic energy is known as the internal energy. Now these gas particles it is having the two types of energy. One is potential energy as well as the kinetic energy. How the potential energy it is developing, how the kinetic energy it is developing? Now potential energy, these gas particles are developing the potential energy due to the electron repulsion, or else due to the nucleus repulsion. Now nucleus and the electron attraction. See here these gas particles, when these are attracting, now due to this attraction some energy it is releasing. Now this gas particle are repelling, due to this repulsion some energy it is releasing. Now see here, intermolecular attraction, gas particles intermolecular attraction. Now interatomic attraction. Next, repulsion between electron and electron. Now these gas particles, due to the repulsion energy it is releasing. Now repulsion between the nucleus and the nucleus, due to that which it is developing potential energy it is developing. Now kinetic energy of this gas particle is developing between the translational energy, rotational energy, vibrational energy as well as the electronic energy. Now these gas particles will have the translational energy, rotational energy, vibrational energy. Due to that it is having the kinetic energy. Now kinetic state function means internal energy will comes under the state function. Heng barutte andre, see now exact value of the internal energy cannot be calculated. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ at this time this gas particle, one gas particle is attracting, due to that different some energy it is coming. Some gas particles are repelling, due to that its different energy it is coming. Now one gas particles are moving translationally, rotationally and vibrationally. Now one gas particle is, some gas particles is attracting, some gas particles is repelling. Now due to that different energies is getting. Due to that we cannot calculate the exact internal energy. We can calculate the change in internal energy. We can calculate the change in internal energy. How means, here let assume at this time now let assume this is the initial how much internal energy it is having. After some time now let assume after some time how much internal energy, after some time these gas particles, how much internal energy. Now here change in internal energy we can calculate, but exact value of the internal energy we cannot be calculate. But exact internal energy we cannot be calculate. Now you got it right. Now how the internal energy, every body it is having the some energy internal, that is called as the internal energy. That is internal energy. Now sum of potential energy and the kinetic energy is called as a internal energy. How the potential energy is developing? Now this container it is having the gas particle. Now this gas particle, due to the attraction, potential energy, now and interatomic attraction, repulsion, due to that potential energy is developing. Now next what it is developing? Kinetic energy. Gas particles it is having the translational, rotational, vibrational as well as the electronic energy. Due to that its kinetic energy it is developing. Now to calculate the internal energy, now the heat content of the system is measured at the constant temperature and the constant volume is called as the internal energy. Here nodi, now this container is fixed, right? Now this container is fixed. Now when this container is fixed, now what I made? I made the constant temperature. Now its volume is fixed, right? Now when this volume of this container is fixed, now whatever the heat change is happening, now here at this time some heat it is there. This container, it is this gaseous particle, it is having some heat. Now change in internal energy after some time, now after some time it is releasing the heat, right? Now change in internal energy, when at a constant volume, now that we call it as a internal energy, See, heat content of the system measured at constant temperature and the constant volume is called as a internal energy. Exact value of the internal energy cannot be calculated, but change in internal energy can be calculated. Internal energy will comes under the which property? Ellige barutte internal energy, ellige barutte extensive, intensive. Extensive, it will comes under the extensive property. Now see, it is a state function, by initial and the final. Change in internal energy, initial and the final we can be calculated. That's the reason state function will be depend upon the initial and the final state. It will not depend upon the path. Next, it is a extensive property, because here the mass is not fixed. Next, exact and absolute value of the internal energy cannot be calculated, but change in internal energy can be calculated. Okay, now we'll do some questions. Now whatever the topic we have studied, now I will give some questions. Now let's see. Extensive property will give as a x, intensive property will give as a y. Oh sorry, we'll take x minus y. Okay, now here identify the extensive as well as the intensive property. Now what is the value of the x minus y? now ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ now identify extensive property that I am taking it as a x and the intensive property that I am taking the y. What is the value of the x minus y is asked. Now ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಮಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ನೌ already I explained, right? Now if you take the container, here the gas it is there. Now if you do the partition also, if you do the partition, here this gas particle pressure is same. After doing the partition also, this gas particle pressure is also same. The properties which are not additive and the divisible properties will comes under the which one? Intensive property, right? Now the pressure is intensive. Next, temperature same. Here this gas particle temperature is same. If you say now this gas particle temperature is also same. Temperature intensive. Next, molar heat capacity. Molar heat capacity. Here raise in temperature of 1 gram, right? 1 gram of the mass is fixed. Here the mass is fixed 1 gram, right? Oh, that's the reason this will comes under the intensive. Next, length extensive. Next, internal energy extensive. Now area extensive. Now Gibbs free energy extensive. Next, heat capacity extensive. Now boiling point of intensive. Why the boiling point is intensive? It is fixed, right? Boiling point of the water, 1 liter water you take, boiling point of the water is 100. Now if you take 1 ml, boiling point of the water is 100 because it is fixed. When the properties are fixed, it will comes under the intensive. If the properties are vary, then it will comes under the extensive. Now you know. Now mass extensive 1, 2. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. X is equal to 7 minus y. Y will see intensive property. Intensive property 1, 2, 3, 4. Intensive properties are 4. 7 minus 4 is equal to 3 is the answer. 3 is the answer. 3 is the answer. 3 is the answer. Okay? No. By this I am ending the class. Now remaining we'll see in our upcoming class, and in the upcoming classes we are going to see the number of questions and the different type of the questions based on the intensive property, extensive property. I will give the DPP. Now on this content what we have studied, now on this I will give the DPP questions. You solve it, and if you are having any doubts, you just comment over below the video. Okay, bye. See you in the next class.